Hello dear friends, how are you doing today? It's a beautiful fall day here. I was on Twitter about a week ago, as I am wont to do, and I saw an inspirational video. I can't remember what it was about, probably Bitcoin, something like that, but they had used a background track for the short video that was very catchy. I liked the sound of it. It's a big beautiful tree there, so nice. And I didn't know what the song was. I could only make out a few of the lyrics, which were, "The dog days are over, the dog days are done." And I think I could catch "Run fast for your mother, run fast for your father," something like that. And the "Can you hear the horses are coming?" Something. Anyway, it was enough that I was able to find the song on YouTube, and it was by a band called Florence and the Machine. They're an indie band. I'm not a real big indie music fan, but be that as it may, the song was called "Dog Days Are Over." So I've been listening to that song for the last week, just when I'm in the shower, shaving, whatever, my morning routine kind of thing. I've been playing that on loop in the background, not every day, but most of the past week. And so about a day or so ago, I was looking for the song again on YouTube, and I don't know if I was searching by the title or the name of the band, and oftentimes I'm looking for cover versions. So I thought, maybe I'll find a cover version of that song. The singer's voice is very distinctive and quirky, so I didn't expect to find any covers of that could do it any better than the way they've done it. It's really a really nice little tune, inspiring tune. I checked out some of the other band's music and it didn't really catch me that much. But anyway, as I was searching for the song, I found another video that really hit my heart that I want to share with you today. And what it was there was a young girl by the name of Karinya Chen, and she wanted to go see the concert of Florence and the Machine, but she was too sick to be able to go see the concert. The poor thing, she was battling, she's passed on now, she was battling bone cancer, imagine, for the past 5 or 6 years prior to this concert, and it was like, one of her favorite bands she wanted to go see. She was looking forward to it, hoping she could make it, but of course her health didn't allow that to happen. And the band found out about it, heard about it, and the guitarist and the lead singer went out of their way to, when they found out about her condition and that she had wanted to see them in concert, went out of their way to go visit her in the hospital and to play that song for her. They're one of their most popular songs, I suppose. And to play that song for her. And this poor young lady, she's got a picture of just how beautiful she was as a young lady on the wall, and the bone cancer had just taken away her life. I guess in old days they used to call that consumption. They didn't know, or maybe they didn't know what cancer was, and their medical really wasn't where it is today. And so they came and they sang that song for her in her hospital bed. She said that was probably the best 45 minutes of my life. This young lady who's only been around for 15 or 16 years of life, and she has to leave. And I saw that video and I cried. I cried and I wept like a baby. And as I cried, I remembered, for some reason, or shortly afterwards, the quote from Colonel Kurtz. He says, I cried, I wept like a baby, I wanted to tear my teeth out. And that's kind of how I felt, seeing her in that state and listening to that song and trusting God so much. She has a scripture on the wall of her hospital room, which is from Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And you're probably familiar with that scripture. It's very well known amongst Christians. It says, Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. And she trusted God in the condition that she's in. See, atheists will say, well, if there's a God that allows such pain and suffering and torture and evil, all this stuff, if there's a God like that, then I don't want any part of that God. Because from their perspective, from their limited perspective, they see God as being unjust. But in the perspective of eternity, from the perspective of eternity, God is perfect, right? God is perfectly just. And even as the colonel said, it hit me in my forehead like a diamond bullet going into my brain. Whereas Kurtz said that it was because of the moral strength of men that he was realizing in those horrific circumstances that he was in. For me, it was the realization of the perfection of God. So, in that way, I'm not similar to Kurtz at all. I get impressed by something a lot different. In any event, I want to share those videos with you today. They're going to be in the description. The song itself, and then the song of them performing for Karinya, and then the last song is the news report of her passing very soon after that. And I cried my eyes out because it made me realize not only how thankful I should be, but how, in light of eternity, the only way that we can make sense of our reality is with an eternity in mind. There's a scripture that says, people don't lay it to heart that when the good person is taken away, they are taken away from the evil that is to come. And this young person, she had so much faith to trust herself to God. Imagine the condition that she's in today, in eternity, together with God, in a much, much better state than we are here on earth. And again, the atheists will say, oh, well, that it's all just random and there is no God and blah, 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 blah. No, there is a God. And he cares about us. He loves us. And there is no randomness with God. Everything is exactly perfect. Everything is exactly perfect in the universe. There is no randomness. There's chaos theory. You can study about it in physics and all that kind of stuff. There is no randomness with God. Down to the molecule, God is in control of everything. He knew I would find that video. He knew that it would affect my self-awareness, because that's what suffering does. Suffering expands your self-awareness. People that have no self-awareness, Scripture says they are like brute beasts that are meant to be captured and killed. But when you suffer, you gain self-awareness, and you gain a greater understanding and awareness of God, the creator of the world, the guardian of our souls. And it is God who we should acknowledge in all our ways. As the wisest man in all of history said, Solomon, that's scripture, right? Lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him. That is such a powerful statement. And apparently Solomon was the wisest man in the world. Mind you, he had 400 wives, so I don't know how wise that is. But from his writings, he wrote Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, the Book of Wisdom in the Catholic Bible, which is not in the Protestant Bible, and of course Proverbs. Proverbs is just a magnificent piece of literature about incredible number of wise statements that have been used throughout history as foundational principles for anything to do with knowledge, wisdom, achievement, motivation, you name it. The guy was the wisest person in the world, and he came to the realization to write that scripture in Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 6. So that's it for today. I wanted to share those 3 videos with you. The song itself, it's got the lyrics to go with it. It's a catchy song. It's a beautiful song. It's inspirational. And of course, the song of them singing to her in the hospital. If you do get a chance and you're able to check out those videos, that will probably touch your heart as they did touch mine. And the 3rd video is the news report of her passing, as I mentioned. So Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. I pray you're going to have a blessed day. I hope you're enjoying the fall colors out here. Taking little doggy for a walk. Hey doggy, are you enjoying the fall colors? He doesn't care much. He's looking more at the grass. He likes to smell the grass as he's traversing through this little miniature park here that I like to come to. So yeah, thank you again for watching. God bless you. I love you very much. I hope you're doing well. And remember how thankful we can be when God has allowed us to have our health. And even though we're here just for a little while longer than Karinya, thank God every day. She had the strength and the fortitude to go through that, and her life is a testimony to us. It is a testimony to us to say, don't forget to acknowledge God, because we'll be together with her in a very short time. We'll be together with God in a very short time, and it's going to be so much better there. What we can do while we're here is learn self-awareness, learn thankfulness, learn how to acknowledge God in our hearts, learn what the meaning of worshiping God in your heart actually means. What does that mean to you on a daily basis? So thank you so much for watching. God bless you. I love you, and enjoy wherever you are. Your friends that love you, spend time with them. Spend time in nature, get lots of fresh air, and we'll talk to you again soon, okay? Take care of yourself. Bye-bye for now.